What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Halo's Kitchen, the best kitchen out there, period. It's Chef A here, and as you can see by the title, I'm making some jackfruit chicken pesto chicken wraps, and obviously I'm going to be using some jackfruit for that chicken. You can get these from Trader Joe's. They're canned, the green jackfruit, and right here I'm going to be boiling them in some of this better than bouillon vegetarian chicken, no chicken broth, pretty much, and it's just designed to make your stuff taste like chicken, even though it's not made with any type of meat product. So yeah, it's perfect, and this will really get that sour acidic taste that you be tasting when you get canned jackfruit. So this part you definitely cannot skip. And I'm just slicing up my onion right here. You can slice it whatever way you want to. Mince will work, but I just did it like, I don't want to call it long ways. I don't think that's the right way, but like this right here on the screen is how you want to chop it up. And then for some of that broth, you want to save some of it, and then strain the rest. You're going to use this later on for when you put the jackfruit into the pan with the pesto. And then obviously you want to add your onions into a pan with some olive oil and let that char up, let that get a little brown color. I like mine, you know, a little dark, so yeah. you will be able to tell. And for the jackfruit, I do not like the seeds in it, so I make sure I definitely pick those out. You can leave them in if you like them, but I just don't like the texture of them. It just ruins it for me, so yeah. And then you just want to throw your jackfruit up in there. And then right here, I'm just trying to shred up the chicken more, but use some forks so it can be a lot easier. I don't know what I was doing. And then obviously you want to add in some of the broth. You can add little by little until it, you know, keeps absorbing it up, but you don't have to use the entire amount that you preserved. And just keep stirring it occasionally. Then add in your pesto. You can add as much pesto as you desire. I would say taste as you go, adjust the taste, adjust how much you want to add. I like mine pretty pesto-y, so I added quite a decent amount. Add half the jar if you want to. But yeah, and then obviously you just want to, you know, keep giving that a mix. Eventually I ended up adding in a little bit more of that broth so it wouldn't be so dry. It keeps it moisturized, but it also really helps to keep that chickeny flavor up in there, especially since the jackfruit is broken down into pieces now, so you'll really be able to taste it inside and not just on the outside. Right here, I'm just adding in some garlic powder, and then, you know, I like my spice, so I'm gonna add me some crushed red pepper up in there. And you won't need very much salt for this recipe, especially since we boiled it in the chicken broth that has enough salt in it. So maybe just like a pinch of salt you'll need. Right here, this is a wheat tortilla, I believe. And I'm just rubbing some vegan mayo up on here because I like mine to be a little bit saucy. It's a little dry without any sauce, so yeah. And just evenly spread that around. Then I'm just adding in some raw baby spinach. You could do it cooked. I just wouldn't recommend it. I feel like the texture is a lot better if it's raw, so yeah. And apparently spinach is better when you eat it raw too. Right here, I'm just adding a little bit extra pesto so you can see it for when I cut it open, but also just to give it a little bit more pesto-y type of flavor since I've added the mayo in. And obviously, last but not least, you want to add in the chicken. What's the wrap without the chicken? The jackfruit. Actually, no, I lied. Last but not least is really the nutritional yeast that I sprinkle on top of there just for a little bit of a cheesy flavor. I didn't really want to add any vegan cheese on here. That would have been unnecessary. So yeah, just a sprinkle of that will bring it all together. But you can skip out on that part if you're not really the biggest fan of nutritional yeast. And obviously now you just want to wrap it up. So enjoy the next 2 minutes of me struggling trying to wrap these up. So yeah. And the recipe is complete at this point. It is so simple. This probably took like 20 minutes max. But yeah, this one was definitely good to me. Let me know if you guys decide to try it, and definitely comment any recommendations that you have that you would like to see me try. I'm down to try whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Bye.